Hey guys, what's up? Grimace and Sam back with another video, and today we have another 2K23 roster update guide. Now, I did have this roster done quite a little bit ago. I had it done about 2 days ago when I was actually supposed to upload this video. I just didn't really get around to recording the video or anything, so now I'm finally going to get one out. So let's get things underway. With 2K25 being released, the overalls and the teams are kind of sort of being finalized before the beginning of the season. A lot of training camp deals are being signed and stuff. So there's a bunch of different moves, as well as I just want to go over the roster, how to download it, all that fun stuff for you guys, so that you guys know exactly what you're getting when you download my roster. So first and foremost, you guys all want to head over to the Features tab and go to Create Roster, NBA Modern Current, User Created, and you guys will want to push triangle on your controller and search by Online ID. Searching by Online ID not only gives you all my rosters, but it gives you every single one just in case one isn't working correctly. I know sometimes when they get uploaded, they do get corrupted or whatnot. So we'll give you a better chance of actually downloading one that will work. Now, any of the top 4 rosters are the ones that you guys are wanting to download. So NBA 2K25 roster update, 2K25 roster on 2K23, NBA 2K23 updated, and NBA 2K25. You download any one of the 4. There is no difference between the 4, so they will all be the same. Now, of course, there are some little things here and there that I can't get 100% correct, but for the most part, it is a pretty good roster. With some of the players not being added to the 2K25 roster and for the real 2K25 roster, like David Jones or Justin Edwards not having a correct overall, I can't get them an overall as of yet, but for now they are just going to sit at those 66s. Now, everybody else has been updated to their correct overalls. Most players are getting their correct jersey number. Some rookies just still haven't gotten a jersey number from their team yet. Some people are kind of still in that in-between spot of me just trying to figure out a good number for them. And just like I said with 2K24, I am going to be working on badges. Of course, one big thing is, of course, it's been 2 years. So a lot of badges have been changed. A lot of badges have been taken out and put back in and doing different things. I'm going to try to get them as best as humanly possible, but nothing's going to be perfect. Now, of course, one thing a lot of people will talk about is the positions and stuff like that and why certain players are at certain positions. For me, I try to do the best rotation possible, right? Do you really want Paul George and Kelly Oubre competing for minutes when they're 2 of the top 4 overalls on the team? No. So you're going to move Kelly Oubre to shooting guard. He's 6'6". He's small enough to be there. He's a little bit more athletic than a lot of 2 guards, but he's going to be a very, very, very good player. He'll compete with, instead, Eric Gordon for minutes, and that will work out better for you in the long run. I just think some of the position changes that I've made will work out better for you in the long run, as well as just work out incredibly well in general. Now, of course, you can change positions as needed. Of course, some players, like I said, do have different positions, just based off of how I would run the rotations if I were to play a my eras on 2K23, of course. Now, of course, I can't change certain things about certain players, right? Hair types, new shoes, all that fun stuff. Those are some things that I just cannot change, of course. Like I said, overall, contracts, ages, everything like that, experience should be, for the most part, correct. If not correct, like I said, badges are still going to be needed to be fixed. Of course, there are some players that have played insanely well over the last couple seasons, risen up in overalls, and some players that have kind of regressed and lost badges as well. So I will try to get those done. Who only had 8 badges, now playing up to an 86 overall. Of course, that's a guy that you would want to change and get those correct badges on, so he plays more like that 86 overall. Like I said, and then of course, one big thing, of course, is the fact that on 2K23 you can only have 2 two-way contracts instead of 3 like on 2K24. So of course that does limit some things, as well as some teams having too many players. The Mavericks currently have too many players. Lawson, I think, doesn't have a guaranteed contract for the year, so that is one player that you could look to get rid of. I know the Mavs, I know the Bulls because of THT. I know the Trailblazers also have too many players as well, with, of course, a guy like, where is he at? I don't fucking see him. Maybe I didn't add him back. But, a bunch of teams have a bunch of different players and stuff like that, so there is always those factors as well. I know the Wizards have too many players with Anthony Gill being signed back to them and stuff like that. So there are some teams that will auto get somebody deleted. Well, not deleted, released right away, because of how many players they have. You can only have 15 regular contracts, two ways before you enter into a My Eras or a My League before they, of course, release them. Same being said, of course, if you have too little, not enough. If you only have 13 regular contracts. Like I said, it's a very good roster. It's going to keep you going for the long run. Of course, I will be continuously updating this roster until, of course, the servers go down later this year. Of course, they go down at the end of this year. So once, of course, 2K25 is going for a while, once we hit the year 2025, the servers will shut down. So if you are watching this after 2024 has passed, you will not be able to download the roster. Now, of course, if you're watching this beforehand, hopefully I'll have another video out before, of course, the servers go down. So you should be able to download it again with all the up-to-date information. Of course, I will be updating ages every single month until, of course, the servers go offline, as well as all player movements and stuff like that, as well as overall changes over the next couple months as 2K25 gets rolling and stuff like that. I do not have a roster for 2K25. I just don't do roster updates. I figure 2K handles them. These are 2K overalls, like I said. Age is correct, contract should be correct, or at least as close to realistic as possible. At least, of course, as close to realistic as the game allows me to be. Because some contracts I can't get 100% on the money. That's just something 2K just does not allow me to do in certain situations, because the cap keeps going up, which means players are able to get higher and higher salaries. But 2K does not allow that. They kind of set limits for the salary that's in those games, so that you're not going above and beyond them and putting your teams into weird situations and stuff like that. But still, it's a very good roster. Like I said, you should be able to have fun and play with it. This should be able to get you through. I know if I was still playing 2K23, this would be a very good roster. I know I'm personally waiting for 2K25 to go on sale. It normally probably goes on sale around Black Friday every single year for about $35. So I'm waiting for that, or any other sales that might even make it lower than that. But for now, this would be a very good roster. Like I said, there's some stuff here and there that I would love to fix, that I would love to get going in the correct position. G League teams do have a couple players here and there, just depending on if they actually have them in the game, as well as if they are confirmed to be on their G League teams going into the season, as well as just extra two-way guys or stuff. Or stuff like that, just any players that were extra. Like I said, that I couldn't get signed to a team because you don't have three two-way players, you don't have certain situations, stuff like that. Or they did sign, of course, the 10-day exhibit contracts or the training camp contracts or whatever. Any of those situations, you should be able to find all those players here as well. Like I said, it's a very, very good roster. I'm still slowly going through and getting free agency done. In terms of overalls and stuff, it does take a little bit longer because there isn't just a section that I can go to or a dedicated thing that I can go to. Now, of course, there are some things that are incorrect on the 2K25 roster that I went ahead and fixed. I know one person's video I saw had Isaac Okoro on the Cavs. He's not on the Cavs. He's not. He hasn't signed a contract. He might be in discussions, but he has not signed a contract, so that's why he is still in free agency for me. He has not signed a contract in real life. I'm not going to put him back on the Cavs just because it is rumored that that is probably where he's going to end up if he does end up signing a contract. Like I said, there are teams that have too many players. You guys can fix that yourselves if you really want to. You can do whatever you want with the teams. Once you download the roster, you can change stuff as you see fit. Of course, contract extensions for Curry, TJ McConnell, Jamal Murray, and others have been done. So here is TJ McConnell having 5 years left on his deal now. Denver Nuggets going to Jamal Murray, him having 5 years left now, as well as, of course, Zubac from the Clippers. He also has 4 years left now on his deal. So a lot of the guys that did get contract extensions this most recent month or so have been added as well. One that I forgot to go over, Lonnie Walker being here on the Celtics. Of course, they are missing. I don't think they are missing a guy. I think they are actually over by one. Yes, they are. So they are also another team that will probably end up releasing either Anton Watson or one of these other guys that has less money on their contract when you go into your My Eras or My League, but it does not really matter. You can go ahead and change all that stuff if you need to by yourself once you go download the roster. With that being said, guys, if you guys did enjoy this video or any videos here on my channel, I would appreciate it if you guys do stick around and subscribe. I'll be back with more videos like this. I hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully you guys enjoy the roster. If you guys need a 2K24 roster, I already have one on the channel. Go check that out, and you guys should be able to play with that one as well. That one has a ton of user-created teams as well as specially designed teams, yearly teams, Olympic teams, stuff like that. You guys can also go check out. This one doesn't have as many, but if you guys need any other rosters, I have a Madden 24 roster. I'm going to have a Madden 25 roster. I'm going to have 2K25 rosters coming out. I'm going to have a ton of stuff, so stick around for all that, and I'll be back with more videos like this. But with that being said, I'm out. Peace.